Yoga was started during the Indus Saraswati civilization in the northern India over 5000 years ago. Over a period of time, yoga evolved in a various parts of the world and well accepted as a daily routine for a healthy living. June 21 is marked as the annual International Day of Yoga to celebrate the Indian art of healthy living. As per the scriptures and its belief, Lord Shiva is the father of yoga. In the recent past, yoga has been emerged as the ultimate source of boosting immunity. So, today on the fourth episode of Weekend Health and Weekdays Wealth, I, Amit Chauhan, welcome you to the Quick Bites. Today I have a real story for you. A story of a girl who was born and brought up in India, went abroad, Canada to fulfill her dreams, but apart from many things which she could have taken from India, that is the ancient wisdom, she took one thing along with her, and that is yoga. Joining us today, Naina Kumar, better known as Yogini Naina. She is joining us from Canada. She has learned yoga from her guru in Rishikesh. She is not only practicing yoga from last 6 years, but also acting as a coach and spreading this ancient wisdom, yoga, across the world. So, let us welcome Naina. Naina, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me.
I'm really curious to know about that how Naina Kumar became Yogini Naina. You did your business management from Toronto, Canada. You came back to India. You did many modeling assignments like Meccan, British Airways. You did a Punjabi song also. Then you went back to Canada and settled down in Regina, Canada. And you did a corporate job also, you opened a restaurant also, now you are an entrepreneur also. So how this yoga thing came into picture?
So it is not something, a magic which happens overnight. Obviously it's a journey. So anything which is like, if you inbuilt feel like, it's kind of like a spiritual journey, which I always call. So I realized how health is so much important. With that, implementing spirituality is more important in your life too, so that you know the real essence of life. That happened actually 6 years ago when I was in India, and I was not keeping fine, and I was very early in my age, and I was going through like some crisis at home. But then eventually I decided, that I want to heal myself. I also want to think about myself, because I used to think about others, like always, taking others first. So that I used to be that kind of person, like thinking about others first and like very emotional, getting into things, just giving like all my heart out to everybody. I'm still the same person, but in that essence at that time, I used to forget that there is me also. There is something which is called self-care, which is like self-worth also. So yeah, 6 years ago, I figured out when I met one of my guru, whom I learned this yoga in India. And I did the full retreat therapy there in Rishikesh, and then I went from there. I started learning about like how life is so beautiful when you get to know about you know, so what you want, what is the purpose of your own life, you know. So when I got to know about my purpose of life, that I am here for serving people, yes, that makes me happy. But at the same time, I know the, like, you know, my chakras are open. I know the parts where I need to put the block as well without hurting anybody, you know, so, and not hurting myself. Then my journey started, where I started knowing about yoga, how healthy I became from not only body, from mind too. So which I thought then I should bring it to the world also. There are many people who are bringing it to the life, but I also wanted to do the same thing, as I mentioned that this is what I thought my purpose of life is.
Great. Happy to hear that, Nana, that you found your purpose of life by spreading the yoga across the world as a coach. Moving to the next question, Nana. Though we keep self-care as one of the important things for our life, but considering the current situation, what do you think? As a coach, what do you think that, and why do you think that self-care is so important?
So self-care is equally important, like you know, your daily habits. So you wake up, you take shower, you do why you take shower, that is your, like, you know, you feel healthy, you feel, yeah, personal hygiene. Then you have food also for living, it's a fuel which brings you up. Same way, these are also part of the self-care, what you're doing, but you don't realize that making those habits, you're not changing anything, you're just bringing some modifications to it, you know. So if you are having food, you should be knowing what is healthy food for you, you know. So if you implement that in your body, plus like when you are waking up, obviously you're going for shower, but before that, if there are few things which you can bring up, which I'll mention in, like, you know, maybe coming part, that what habits which you can implement, those kind of things makes you more happy within yourself, you know. So it's internal happiness. It's not something which is no one can do. Even the kid, even the old people, even the people who are so busy in the corporate life, anybody could do it. There is no, like, we can find any excuse, or maybe, like, you know, we can say that, like, we cannot do this or that. Small little things, those are the modification which you need to do. But yes, why it is so important, when I say to boost your confidence, you know. So when I say that, like, you, let's take an example of the plants, right? If you care for them, when you water them, when you talk to them, they keep on growing, right? And they give you good fruit afterwards. So, right? So same way, if you do that with yourself, you will be eventually giving good fruit to your own life. You will be more productive, not only for yourself, for others too. You will brighten the things, you will be having more, you know, like, things to do more happily. You'll be more inviting, you'll be spreading the light which you'll be having, increasing the vibration within you and in the other people. So that's why self-care is very important, that you really need to think about your happiness and the others too.
Indeed, happiness or smile should be carried along with you always, be it wherever you are. So moving to the next question, Nana, I'm just putting it on myself, and I'm putting it for the corporate employees, basically people who are really busy in their life. They have a busy and hectic schedule. They travel maybe 40 to 50 kilometers in a day. So I'm putting these questions for them, for those people. So how can these people actually bring yoga into practice and make yoga a daily exercise for their life?
I'll give some tips to get into that. So yoga, like, we always think that it's asanas, you know, that's what people think. But yoga is a journey of the self, to know yourself, you know, and to be and in that through self, you get to know and you increase that vibration, as I mentioned before too. So not only, like, if somebody can do acrobats or asanas, is the yogi. Yogi is the person who can do small little things, like, you know, you wake up in the morning, okay? I'm just giving you a tip. You wake up in the morning, give yourself 5 to 10 minutes, not more than that. You can take out, like, before going to the washroom or something. Just wake up, before opening your eyes, you know, just like look at your hands and just be thankful be like have a gratitude that whatever you're doing, whatever you're gonna do with these hands, you should be doing good deeds, you know. So most often we forget to thank ourselves, you know, our body parts which are there. Many people don't get, like, they're not fortunate that they don't have, but they still be like are happy in their life, right? Because they thank the other body parts too. So same way, if we implement those little changes in our life, we should thank ourselves, thank the Lord, whichever you believe in, and thank the universe of like giving us such a beauty, you know, such like nature, air, where we are living and like enhancing, you know, ourselves and the others too. So be thankful. That is the one tip. Second tip, if I would say, you can get to the washroom, like, right, and maybe just 100 jumps. That is also a part of yoga. Do 100 jumps. Anybody could do it. Even the old people could do it, right? Do 50. If you cannot go to 100, start from smaller. And then from there, I would always say that maybe just like wash your face with cold water and come out to the grass for few seconds. Walk barefoot on the grass. Sun salutation is the another part of it. Just salute sun. There is another, I can show you the video how you can do sun salutation. That is also very like easy way, and there is a difficult, there are versions of it, right? But you can start from somewhere and then just start your routine. Go take shower and take warm water to start your day, which just like heals your body right away. Just release the toxication and go in your day life. In corporate time, I can give you some tips, which like there are some few yoga stretches which you can implement in your time. Maybe when you're driving, you can do that too. When you are sitting, you don't need a mat for sure for going for the higher asana. It's good if you have time, go for it, right? Like that's a cherry on the top of the cake. But like if you don't have it, there are few things which you can implement and just like get into it. And yes, the life will be more smoother, more healthier, and more happier.
So this question I am asking you, Naina, because I ask this question from all my guests, and I also want to throw this question to you to know your secret of your blissful life. So give me some tips on that how an individual can attain a blissful life.
It's not something, again, I would say it doesn't come overnight. It's something which you need to practice, you know. So like you practice eating. You have like gotten like, there was no rule before when you were born that you have to eat in the morning, afternoon, or in the night. There should be 3 meals, right? So it's kind of like we have done the practice. We eat in the breakfast, like we eat in the like lunch, then we have dinner. Same thing. I'm just giving a very different example, but it's kind of like relate to the same. So if you start practicing gratitude, if you start practicing happiness, same thing, right? And if you start practicing focusing on the things which actually makes your soul happy, you yourself, everybody have their individual journey, right? It's not necessary many people will find doing asanas will make them happy, but they might find that universe makes them happy, so they can do a little bit of stretching or dancing or something. That's all yoga. It's all yoga, you know. So yoga, like as I say, it's just like heals your body, right? So it makes you more energetic. So practicing those things which feed your soul a happiness, you know, that is something which I always say that people need to practice it. In day-to-day life, yes, I also meet many people who brings out negativity. There are like people, not only people, there are incidents too, right? Which happens. There could be sometimes like we also get hurt and we are in that down mode, like where we are sitting idle or like we are not feeling that high, that like, you know, energetic. That is also called as a negative aura, because like somewhere don't take negative word too negative. It is not something which I'm meaning, but it is something that like your energy is down, right? So if you start switching your focus right away, you know yourself, practice your mind. Okay, this is something where I'm getting negativity from. I should defocus myself. I should go and spend time with plants, right? I love plants. I should just talk to my plants. Instantly, you'll get that happiness. Instantly. And I'll give you a small example, which I don't know, my friend focused. So obviously our parents sometimes, like, you know, they yell at us, they scream at us, like sometimes we do mistakes, but it's kind of like, it's not something which is out of the world. Everybody does that. Everybody gets mad, right? So one day I was talking to one of my friends and my mom came and she's like, you are not having breakfast on time. Like, she was in that mode. You haven't had your like morning water yet. You are up, right? And I am very much on to my warm water in the morning. So just wanting to tell you that. Then I was like, oh, okay. But if I would have, like, you know, she is not like mad at me. She's just like, she's caring for me, right? And that's why she's telling me to do things on time. But at the same time, if I would have responded her back, you know, like, why are you yelling or something, right? But that would have like changed the focus. I wanted to change the focus of her also to make her healthy too. So I was like, I started talking out of the box to her. I was like, I love you, mommy. Like that kind of feeling, right? I love you, mommy. I know I'll do it. I love you, mommy. So it's just like, you need to appreciate like the people around you, appreciate yourself, and get that positivity from wherever you get. My stress buster is dancing and yoga. I love doing my spiritual yoga. That is ecstatic dance, we call. I am a pro in that. And I can flow myself. That is my stress buster. So if I don't have anything where I can like follow, I can do my yoga. You can just see me doing yoga, I'll become happy. Or you'll see me with plants, anything which is connected to universe, I'm there. That is the happiness of mine.
So, just to wrap the show up and to summarize everything, I wish to know from you the most important experience of your life.
So I would just say, believe in yourself, be the light, spread that light with like whatever your soul tells you. Just spread that to the people, because knowledge is something which increases by sharing only. So I am here. Anytime, if you have any questions, please give me a shout, and yeah, I'll be happy to welcome.
So, thank you, Naina.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming to the show. It was a pleasure having you over here. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Nice talking to you all.